Hello everybody, and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to make crackling jalapeno cornbread. Now, we have a little store here in my town, in my area, that makes fresh cracklings every day. Let me see if I can get this bag open. They do. And they're little cracklings, fresh especially, are a little on the expensive side, but I don't use that many of them. I really don't. And so whatever I have left over, I just put them in a freezer bag and store them in the freezer. Okay, now, yummy, yummy. Fresh cracklings. Look at this. Oh, isn't that something else? Fresh cracklings. Now I have 2 cups of water over here. Not water, milk. And what I do, this is just me, I throw my cracklings right in that milk. I do that because the cracklings, when you put them in the cornbread, have a tendency to absorb all the moisture out of them. And this helps them to absorb some of the moisture before you cook them. Before you put them in that cornbread. And so, I just think, my personal opinion only, that it gives you a better end product. Now you see how much I have left over? I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to set this in the freezer. Now we're going to set this aside. I have my jalapeno here. I'm going to chop up that jalapeno. I'm going to put it in there, but I'm going to let these cracklings sit for a little bit. This is 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to let it sit and absorb, the cracklings absorb some of that milk. Okay, I want to show you something here. This is a jalapeno. Now, I took the seeds out of this, and I'm going to take the seeds out of the rest of this also. I just run the knife. Hope you can see this. But I run the knife along and just kind of pop the seeds out. You can kind of open it up a little bit and tap it on your countertop. And you'll get a lot of the seeds out that way. No, I don't use gloves. I'm kind of used to doing this sort of thing. So, I don't mess with gloves with this. Just make sure your hands are clean, that's all. Make sure you wash your hands good. Now, I'm going to chop this up in pieces. But I'm going to tell you something. If you do not like jalapenos hot, make sure you remove this. Your heat is not in the seeds. Your heat is in that vein. Now, I like the heat, so I won't be removing it. But if you don't like it to be too hot, remove this white vein. That's where the heat comes from. So we're going to get these chopped up to add to this bowl here. Now, as you can see here, I have self-rising cornmeal. But if you do not have self-rising cornmeal, you can make your own. To every cup of cornmeal, you add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now that's 1 cup. I'm going to play this by ear. That's 2. And I want to add some salt to this because I can tell you, that's a lot, that's soupy. So I'm going to add more, but I want to add a teaspoon of salt to this. Or a 1/2 teaspoon, I should say. Let's see if I can find my measuring spoon here. Because I don't think this self-rising flour has enough salt. So I'm going to add a teaspoon. Okay? And then, let me get you closer here so you can see this better. Okay? I'm going to add more cornmeal. But I'm also going to add an egg. Now I'm not going to, this is the 3rd cup, but I'm not going to put that whole cup in there yet. And I'm going to crack this egg over here on my stove. Because if I crack it over here on my cabinet, it's going to make my camera shake. I'm making a mess here on my cabinet, but that's okay. I'll clean it up. See? It's still too soupy. So, I'm going to add a little more cornmeal. And I still think that's not enough. And I didn't have level heaping or cups when I measured it out. There you go. Much better. Yep. That's about right. Because, yes, the cracklings did absorb some of the milk, but not all of it. In other words, they're still kind of hard, and I let them sit in the bowl for about 15 minutes. And now I'm going to pour this over here in this skillet. Now I have my oven preheated to 350, and we're just going to pour this right in here. Now I have lard in this skillet. You may want to use shortening. That's up to you, but not me. I like it made with lard. Let's even this out of here a little bit. Then we're going to pop this in our oven at 350. There we go. This is going to make a big pound of cornbread with jalapeños and cracklings. Yummy. Now we're going to put this in the oven and let it cook. Delicious. Yes. Shh. I'm going to see if I can cut me a little corner here. Just a little piece. Maybe my family won't notice. Oh, look at that jalapeno. Oh, doesn't it look delicious? I'm going to put it over here on a plate. I'm going to taste it. Oh, man. Oh, I can see them cracklings down in there. I got a nice little crackling right there. Oh. Everybody's going to ask me, who got into that? Oh, this is good. Delicious. Oh. Well, try it. It's delicious. And God bless you, and may you have a blessed day.